Another stroll down memory lane. Third-ranked Iowa Western comes out swinging in the Northern District Tournament. The Reavers go to bat against the Warriors and then knock it around with the Bulldogs. Iowa Western a score to settle with Wabash Valley. Add it all up, and what's it spell? How do you spell City Showdown? Try T, J, and S-A. The Yellow Jackets look to light up the stars. Thomas Jefferson, one big happy family. All in the family at the Nationals.
My name is Carlos Aguilera. I play for Thomas Jefferson High School, and the Bluffs first one starts now.
Hello, I'm J.J. Davis, and welcome to the latest edition of the Bluff Sports Zone. Well, this is it for the Iowa Western baseball team. Grand Junction, Colorado is just another Northern District title away. And why not? The Reavers have made it to the show 6 of the last 7 years, so why would this time be any different? Or is it? Good crowd on hand at Doc Ross Field.
No questions over ground rules? I think we're good. All right, guys, let's play baseball.
Yeah. Good luck to you.
Mark Reardon in third-ranked Iowa Western against number 12 Wabash Valley. Top of the first. The Reavers leadoff batter Alex Krupa, hot potato, reaches on an error, and then Jordan Schlehuber grounds one through the hole. Dom Thompson-Williams then steps in, hitting over 400. The freshman base hit right up the box. Krupa scores, and the home team is on the board. Meanwhile, on the hill, Quinn Carpenter gets the start, and the big right-hander just mowing him down. The sophomore from New York, 6 Ks through 3 innings. Carpenter strikes out the side here in the third. Iowa Western takes a 2-0 lead into the bottom of the fourth. The Warriors, Kevin Suarez, right down the line. That's a fair ball. Runners park in at second and third, no out. Next up, Tim Barry. And it's off the pitcher. Gets thrown out at first, but a run scores 2-1. Wabash Valley then ties it in the fifth on a sac fly. Looking for more, Jason McMurray. Great play in time. 2-2, bottom of the seventh. Nick Thayer on a relief of Carpenter. Ariel Estrada launches one down the line. A 2-run shot for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. His first of the year. 4-2 Warriors. Wake-up call for the Reavers. Top of the eighth, Dom Thompson-Williams smokes one to dead center. It drops, and the fuse is lit. Slides back into second. Next up, Jason McMurray, and he just drills a gapper to right center. Second hit of the game. Thompson-Williams scores, McMurray to third with a triple, and it's 4-3. Now, Jacob Sheldon Collins ties it with a sac fly, and then Jake Scudder sends one to the wall. Another of 15 Iowa Western hits. The freshman legs into the second with a 2-out double, and then Caden Moore. A high chopper in the hole. Shortstop's got it with the throw, and it gets by. Scudder scores 5-4 Reavers. 3 runs on 4 hits and 1 error. The hit parade continues in the ninth. Dom Thompson-Williams, his third of the game. A triple. The home team tacks on 2 more. The Reavers storm back the wax. Wabash Valley 7-4.
Big thing for me is that, we give up with that lead, and we had our opportunities up to that point, and then we come back and score 3. And what do you say about freshmen like Dom?
At the beginning of the season, I played leadoff, so I was kind of used to that part, but I was just more focused on getting the ball barreled up. I haven't barreled the ball up solid probably for a good week now, and that felt good, and coming up again, I just gave me more confidence and hit another.
He's got a mind for the game that in any situation that kid could explode, and I just told him, I said, you get on base, man, we're going to do something. And he put that ball in the gap. It's postseason baseball. I haven't been a part of it since high school, so it's been 2 or 3 years, and all I wanted was to hit a ball hard, and got 2 strikes. He left a fastball over the plate, and the rest was pretty fun.
Less games. Get to go home and be in our beds and get up and have a little bit more routine than being up at 9, or being up way early and playing 9 a.m.
The Reavers snap the Warriors' 18-game winning streak. Iowa Western's now won 11 in a row.
1, 2, 3, yes!
So 1 down, 2 to go. The Reavers are in the winner's bracket. Oh, gee, that's a surprise. 1 game Friday, 1 Saturday? Maybe, unless South Suburban has something to say about it. Suburban Valley comes in after pounding out 20 hits and mangling Marshalltown 12-4. Bottom of the first, the home team's already up 1-0. Quinn Carpenter's solid base hit, 2 on, 2 out. Jake Scudder, his only hit of the game, and it's a big one. Jordan Slayhuber, who walked, comes around. Quinn Carpenter hustles on in, 3-0 Iowa Western. Now the hits just keep on coming in the second inning. Jacob Sheldon Collins, a 1-out single, and then Alex Krupa, his first of 2 hits. Sheldon Collins comes in 4-0. Later, the strong boy, Quinn Carpenter, and the big guy just gets it all. A 2-run shot for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The Reavers 8-0 after just 2 innings. Getting their money's worth in this one. The hits just keep on coming in the third inning. 2 on, 2 out. Jordan Slayhuber, a base hit. Sheldon Collins scores 9-0. Don Thompson Williams 3 hits Friday and 2 more Saturday. 10-0 Iowa Western. The Reavers 10 hits, not even through 3 complete innings. And that's a lot to chew on. Wabash Valley already knows, waiting to play the loser. Drake Robinson, the benefactor of the onslaught, and his defense, not too bad either. Watch Quinn Carpenter in right with the gun as Iowa Western tags out the Bulldogs in 7, 10-2.
Yeah, we won, but there's levels, and I don't mean we should have scored more necessarily, or it should have ended in 5, or it should have went 9. There's just a point to how we play.
Everyone's seeing the ball real well. I mean, all coach talks about is barreling balls up, and we did great with that today.
One of those hitting is contagious deals.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, one guy hits, the whole team hits.
That was a great game. I should have pitched better in the 5th, and we should have been out of there in 5, but a win's a win. It's one more step closer to Grand Junction.
I was just telling them, hey, you can't be sitting around going, man, Grand Junction, I can't wait to see it, blah, 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 or sit there going, man, I hope we win it in the first game tomorrow. You can't do any of it. You don't do any of it.
1 more to go on the road to Grand Junction. Iowa Western once again in familiar territory, the Northern District Championship game. Great game across from the casino. Bet it was a city game. But next up, the Promised Land. Only who gets there?
At Council Bluffs Savings Bank, our goal is to help you, your families, and your businesses grow and prosper for generations. We take pride in our community, whether it's volunteering our time or helping individuals, families, and businesses succeed. We provide you with the personal service and attention you deserve. With over 220 years of banking experience, decisions are made locally. We are Council Bluffs people operating at Council Bluffs Bank to help Council Bluffs be a better place to work and live. Council Bluffs Savings Bank, hometown banking, the way it used to be. Member FDIC.
Traditional light bulbs actually generate 9 times more heat than light. Switch to Energy Star light bulbs, and you'll realize just how much cash you are really burning through. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at energysavers.gov.
this portion of the Bluffs Sports Zone, brought to you by Cutler O'Neill, Meyer Woodring, family-owned funeral home, serving Council Bluffs in southwest Iowa for over 100 years.
The Reavers won the national championship in 2010, then again here in 2012. 2 even-numbered years. Well, guess what? It's 2014. Standing in the way of another trip to Colorado, the team that knocked them out last year. Now, Iowa Western's in the driver's seat. Wabash Valley must knock off the Reavers twice, and that's a tall order. The Warriors stuck it to South Suburban 10-5 in an elimination game. Next up, Iowa Western, bottom of the second. Javier Estrada lays it down. Bad throw. Tie game. Next batter, Angel Aliciac rounds out the second, but another run scores 2-1 Valley after 2. Bottom of the third. Tim Barry crushes one of the alley-off starter Sean Johnson, his first of 2 hits. Wabash Valley takes a 4-1 lead into the 6th inning, but the Reavers come swinging back. 4 hits, 2 runs. Jacob Sheldon Collins down the line. Caden Moore, who doubled, comes around, cuts it to 4-3. Then in the 7th, the mighty Quinn Carpenter, second straight single. Jordan Schlehuber makes the turn. Brand new game, tied at 4. But seeing, believing in the 7th, the Warriors' Dane Giesler opposite field home run. The Valley's back on top. Iowa Western one last shot. Jason McMurray off the wall. Later takes third on a wild pitch. The tying run 90 feet away with 2 out. Hero time. Quinn Carpenter. Not to be. Wabash Valley stays alive, holding off the Reavers 5-4. Next up, a winner take all.
Fans, your final score here in game number 6 of the Northern District Tournament. Wabash Valley 5, Iowa Western 4.
The Northern District Championship game gets cranked up in the bottom of the second. Now Iowa Western doesn't get a hit but draws first blood. Double steal. Ryan Merrill slides in. 2 on, no out in the third. Jason McMurray, bloop job. It drops. Schlehuber, who singled, scores 2-0 Reavers. Now winning pitcher Eric Swanson just breezing along. The sophomore just 1 hit through 4 and throwing ground balls. 4-1 in the 6th inning. Jake Scudder, one of 12 Iowa Western hits, the only extra base hit. Caden Moore, who singled, comes in, and it's 5-1 Reavers. The home team blows it open in the 7th. 3 hits, 4 runs. Quinn Carpenter knocks in Dom Thompson-Williams. Now, every Iowa Western player who started gets a hit in the game but 1. Jacob Sheldon Collins knocks in Scudder, 9-1 Reavers. And somebody's missing a good game. Iowa Western just wipes out Wabash Valley 9-3. The Reavers win the Northern District Tournament, headed back to the JUCO World Series.
No, I mean, the feeling doesn't get old, but I mean, you preach about handling highs and handling lows, and I'm always more happy for them. I mean, as I've gotten older here, and I don't take any of this for granted, but I'm just happy for these guys because they get to experience this.
Good luck. It was a good accomplishment. Kind of ironic that they ended up getting knocked out last year to Wabash, and I'm from there, and I ended up getting the ball that last game, and it was a great win for all of us. We're all pumped.
Especially after last year, this has got to feel pretty good.
It really does. I mean, the boys all came back. They were pretty gut-broken last year, and I mean, to come back and do this for us it's a big thing. And I mean, I know me and a lot of the other guys, we can't wait to get to Grand Junction and really tear it up there. So I mean, it's going to be great fun.
It's great. I mean, really no other word to explain it besides just being the best team in this district. It's an awesome feeling.
We could win the national championship and life goes on, and we could have lost here today and life goes on. There's some sort of tough skin that you have to understand. As much as you want something and want to win, it doesn't happen all the time for you that way. That's why what we've done here in the last 8 or 9 years has been actually kind of spectacular, just for the fact that that's not supposed to be like that all the time.
Frame up another memorable season. Iowa Western poses with its latest prize, but the Reavers once again have bigger fish to fry in Colorado.
One more time for your Iowa Western Reavers. Congratulations, guys. And we'll see you in Grand Junction.
And so it's off to the Emerald City once again. Of course, this is old hat for a Miracle Mark Reardon and the Reavers. It's a first for yours truly. Iowa Western opens up the 18 JUCO World Series Saturday, May 24th, 9 a.m. Now, the Reavers will square off against the East Central District champs. I will be there, have all the stuff on our next show, and that will begin airing on Tuesday, June 3rd. More fun times ahead. Happy days are here again for the Iowa Western track team. Only who? But first, last goal wins after the break.
For more than a quarter century, thousands of athletes have relied on this team, Jenny Ed SportsMed. Their sole focus is to prevent, diagnose, and treat your sports injury, getting you back in the action. Jenny Ed SportsMed partners with Neb Ortho, giving you consistent one-on-one care from diagnosis to rehab. And since every injury an athlete is different, they've even developed a sports injury clinic specifically designed for athletes. Jenny Ed SportsMed.
Here's your check. Oh, you got it. You know, since I got rid of my car, I really enjoy walking.
Okay. Got it. No.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates.
Oh, you're home early. You live with your mom?
That'll set your game back a few years. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
You know, I gotta admit it, St. Albert seems to be the measuring stick for a lot of schools, and it doesn't matter that it has one of the smallest 1A athletic programs in the state. And this year, no exception. So when Thomas Jefferson's boys soccer team comes a-calling, you just know, no matter what, it's not gonna be easy for either team. Thomas Jefferson and St. Albert both run in riding three-game winning streaks. The Falcons have shut out the Yellow Jackets 1-0 in each of the last 2 years. 1-1 at the break, second half. The Jackets, Miguel Martinez with the header. The home team, a ton of corner kicks and nothing to show for it. Each side, 13 or so shots on goal. Just under 30 minutes to go in the game. St. Albert on the attack. Colt McBride to Francisco Barajas. Back to McBride, just rifles it in. And it's 2-1 Falcons. 14 minutes later, TJ with the passing. And the shot. Carlos Aguilera, high step, another shot. The senior, his second goal of the game, and it's tied right back up. Framing up another great finish. St. Albert goes back on top. Hustle play. Taylor Patton, 3-2 Birds, but wait a minute. Offsides, no goal. 5:25 left to play. Benjamin Para from way out. And it finds the back of the net. The junior, his sixth goal of the year, 3-2 Thomas Jefferson. Now the Falcons close out the last minute and a half with not one, not two, but 3 straight corner kicks, and again, just nothing to show for it. The Yellow Jackets hold off St. Albert 3-2.
The guys never quit, and they hung in there and they played hard. You know, these city games, you never know which way they're going to turn out. They're always a lot of fun, very competitive, and so I was just glad we were able to get it done tonight.
Coach always tells me not to take shots, but sometimes you gotta see what's the outcome, and I'm happy it went in.
What's it mean to beat St. Albert?
It means that we beat them. We haven't beat them in like a couple years, so it feels good.
I thought we played better the majority of the game. I thought we possessed pretty well. We attacked really well, and we had had a couple of kids that really stepped up tonight. Then we had a couple of guys, no names, but seniors, 4-year players, and just didn't do their job in the last 5 minutes, and that's the name of the game.
And being able to come back, okay? It's a big win under our sails. We to be able to come, get down and come back in the city game. Hopefully that says something about what we can do in a district game. Hey, nice win today.
Thomas Jefferson in line for the Mythical City Championship. TJ tackles AL and LC to close out the regular season. The Yellow Jackets showed a lot of want to, especially when it mattered most. Now, 2 days later, Thomas Jefferson kicks it around with a team that's had the Jackets seeing stars in recent years. The Yellow Jackets lost at Sioux City North during the regular season last year, but TJ stuck it to the Stars in the playoffs. First half, Ismael Camacho just bounces one to the keeper. Up and down they go. The visitors some quality chances. Tony Avalos, one of his 8 saves. Scoreless and cold at the break. Second half, Benjamin Paris at peace, high and outside. Sioux City North, quick counters. Simon Moore under control, sets up John Enriquez, and it's off the mark. Under 22 minutes left in regulation, Miguel Martinez, and it's deflected. Ismael Camacho one-times it with the left foot, 1-0 Thomas Jefferson. Stays that way. Under 3 minutes to go in the game. Carlos Aguilera stutter step, keeper hesitates, and the senior rolls it right in. The Yellow Jackets knock off the Stars 2-0.
For sure, one of the most complete games that we played, the entire season. It was there, you could feel the excitement and the energy just sitting over here on the side, and it was nice to see them guys come out and play that way.
And just tell me about your goal.
I just shot the ball without even thinking.
Really?
Yeah.
What did you think on the money?
It was a pretty nice goal. That's what I thought.
Well, I saw the keeper kind of move over to the right, so he thought I was going to cross it, but then I just shot it and he couldn't dive for it.
Some seasons, I've spent some seasons and never seen that in any teams, and so to actually feel it and then the guys be able to recognize it, I think that's something that's really going to be a plus going into the postseason. Hey, come on, Isabel! Go ahead, go, hustle over.
TJ standing tall. The Jackets winners of 5 straight with perhaps their best game of the season.
There's no way you guys have ever felt this type of energy at any other game.
Thomas Jefferson with 2 games left before the postseason. TJ will take on 2-win Lewis Central and tackle winless Abraham Lincoln.
Go. Jackets on 3.
1, 2, 3, Jackets!
The Yellow Jackets sit at 12-4. They'll play the Lynx and Titans 2 days apart. St. Albert 8-8. The Falcons win 3 in a row, lose 3 in a row. Lewis Central's lost 10 straight. LC hasn't won since April 10th over AL. And speaking of the Lynx, the misery continues. Not much more you can say about that except stay strong. On the girls' side, 11th ranked Thomas Jefferson drops 2 against Bettendorf and Urbandale, bigger schools. The Jackets still a solid 9-6. Number 12 Lewis Central loses its last 2 as well, but LC still a solid 9-5. Abraham Lincoln enjoying an 11-day layoff. The Lynx an impressive 11-2. The Saints shut out Mason City 4-0. St. Albert a solid 10-7. Playoff time, just a corner kick away. Next up, our play of the week on the other side.
NFC, AFC, offensive linemen, defensive tackles, quarterbacks, and cornerbacks are all living united to ensure the academic success of millions of kids in our communities all the way to graduation day. But that won't happen without you. So take the pledge at unitedway.org. Make a difference in the life of a child. Suit up like your favorite NFL players and become a volunteer reader, tutor, or mentor with United Way.
Schedule your campus visit today. Iowa Western. The world is waiting.
This portion of the Bluff Sports Zone is brought to you by Toby Jack's Mineola Steakhouse, serving customers with dine-in, catering, takeout, banquet room, and more. Toby Jack's Mineola Steakhouse, home of the Thursday night taco ride.
Must be nice to just sit and watch while others sweat it out. And then there's Yannick Bennett. The Reavers freshman showed a lot of guts, winning the 400-meter hurdles at the regionals. Next up, an even bigger stage, the Nationals. Once again, no sweat for brothers from the Bahamas. Latario and Lathan finished 1-2 in the triple jump at Mesa, Arizona. And for the winner, his third national title in a row. The Reavers' Will Williams takes second in the long jump. Women's 400 hurdles, Yannick Bennett crosses the line in second as well, sets a school record. Overall, the Iowa Western men finished fourth in the team standings, the ladies ninth. So chalk up another successful season for Emmett Statzer and the Reavers. And 2 words, it's coming. Now, it's time for our Play of the Week, brought to you by Buena Vista University. Miracle Mark Reardon and the Reavers have done it again. Iowa Western knocks it around and wins its 8th district title in the last 12 years. Iowa Western's headed back to the College World Series for the 7th time in the last 8 seasons. And for that, the Reavers with our Play of the Week. The Play of the Week is brought to you by Buena Vista University. Earn your bachelor's with face-to-face classes right here in Council Bluffs. And the hits just keep on coming. And speaking of hits, next stop, Grand Junction, Colorado, and the JUCO World Series. Now let me see. Iowa Western wins a national title in football in 2012. Not 1, but 2 national championships in soccer in 2013. So why not another national title in baseball in 2014? And I've said it once and I'll say it again. The Reavers' athletic programs are second to none. And remember to keep it here for more news and information in your community by tuning in to the Council Bluffs News with Marie Zeitner. And so for this latest edition of the Bluff Sports Zone, I'm J.J. Davis, and as always, I'll see you around.